Alright, I think it's time I give a bit of an update on something. And I'm not even gonna... Oh, well, thank you for focusing, camera. Alright, so... a little bit of an update as far as what's been going on. I'm terrible at these. But I have to do this. I have to do this for a number of reasons. If you remember back to when I first announced that I was going to have a subscribe button on Twitch, and not the good purple one, it was a janky, shoehorned, powered by Game Wisp sort of affair, which it's pretty much the best I could do. And it's nothing against Game Wisp, but it just can't replace the Twitch button, no matter how hard they try. Man, they try. I'll give them that. When I announced that, I revealed one of the big problems I had back when I ran Reforged Computers. That was the used computer company that went out of business after a heroin addict stole the overwhelming majority of my laptops and desktops, and the business went under. After that, the IRS audited me and then claimed that I owed $3,000 north of. Eventually, after fighting it for over a year, and and late fees and interest being tagged on, it ended up being, it was $35.65 something. I actually got the number right here. $35.65 and 57 cents was what the final amount ended up being with. And I launched the thing because in hopes that a miracle could happen. Well, we tried, but a miracle didn't happen. And that wasn't really much of a surprise at all. I mean, I am just a little channel, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, you say IRS audit, everyone instantly assumes it's something you did, which in my case it was not. It was simply a booking error on the IRS's side that they just assumed, oh yeah, you made $20,000 more than you claimed that this year. Prove us wrong. Well, here's my evidence. Yeah, we don't believe it. You can afford to give us $3,500. Well, I pretty much knew that tips and the sub button weren't going to be enough. I knew there was no way. So during that time, and I already had pretty much a plan formulated out, it was tapping into my life savings, which would have wiped it all out. I'm now here to update that the December 23rd deadline is now very quickly approaching, and I pulled the trigger. Fortunately, because I did wait to pull the trigger, and I did delay as long as I could, thanks to the way the stock market pulled through, there was actually a lot more in that account than was anticipated. And a lot's actually a bad word. I expected to completely wipe out that savings account. I'll tell you flat out, even though I probably shouldn't, because it's just kind of, you don't really say how much you have in the bank. I have $700 in my savings account now. After the withdrawal I made today, there's $700 left in my life savings, which is really, really bad. Like really, really bad. So, I mean, that's pretty much the conclusion. I've withdrawn the amount. A check is expedited on the way, and it's going to be mailed out to wherever the heck this particular IRS office is Ohio. And that's finally gonna be the end of that chapter, I hope. And God, I hope. But it is kind of at this point I do want to talk a little bit about a few things. For starters, I've learned quite a bit about networking, about streaming. And here's what my expectations are for the future. I'd say my odds are slightly better than winning the lottery that streaming will ever be a full-time, I can make a living off this sort of thing. It is clear to God dang it. Whoops. My bad there. I am not editing that out. Screw that. I refuse to put this through an editor. This is all just going to be straight from the heart. One take, no redos, none of that. I hate redos. Probably talk a little bit about that too. So I'm going to continue streaming pretty much as a hobby. And we'll see where things go. My options are pretty much as follows. I'm going to continue working as the driving manager of the dry cleaning company that I work for now, at the commercial laundromat. At least for the next year. And I'll have to check back with the dates. By then, the speeding ticket I have on my record should be clear. And then I should be able to take another shot at trying to apply for a rail or another trucking company. If I do get that job, then that's it. My streaming career would be over. Because there's absolutely no way I could be on the road for months at a time, driving for 11 hours a day, working for 14 hours a day, going to remote locations, and still expects to stream. There's no way it would happen. If within that year something does explode with Twitch and it becomes a viable revenue source, then those options will be explored. But the other reason I bring up and do this vlog is for another reason. When I do pre-recorded Let's Play videos for YouTube exclusives, which right now is extremely limited, there is a reason I keep this ticker going. This one right here. The reason being is that currently there are 3 ways to support what I do on Twitch. That's by tipping, in which I will thank you from the bottom of my heart, live right there on the spot, as any normal human being should. And then the ticker will, and then you'll be added to the ticker. Simply because you should be thanked. You rightfully should. Every single one of these people should be thanked, even though Risen Warrior's on there 3, because he went and became a doofus and donated $4 3 times. Or spread out $4 3 different ways, I should say. And you know, and yeah, I see no reason not to. The second way is by subscribing. And yeah, it's a sort of jury-rigged mess of a system through GameWisp. But at the same time, it is one that does show support. And you will get a Twitch alert for it. It may not seem like much of one, but it's there. I mean, it's not really much of one. I shouldn't say that. I like my Twitch alert for subs. We'll do it here real quick. Just because I can. I like that. Anyway, the third way, and I want to stress this one the most. Just be a viewer. This doesn't just apply to me. This applies to any Twitch streamer, regardless of whether they are partnered or not. Let me explain. If you're a partnered Twitch streamer, partnered Twitch streamers get a cut of the ad revenue, or a cut of your Twitch, or a cut of the money that Twitch gets from Twitch Prime. It's not a significant cut, but it is a cut, and it does add up. Now, for a non-partnered scrub like me, I get no cut. There is not a cent of that ad revenue I ever see. Even on, I mean, I'm partnered on YouTube, so I technically get a cut of that ad revenue, but it's, how much is that? What's my total that I've gotten from YouTube ad money so far year to date? 32 cents. It's nothing. Nothing. Mainly because we got barely any viewers. The best viewership we got was on yesterday's Jackbox stream where Matt Pat was streaming at the same time we were. That was 256 views. That is still comically bad by YouTube standards. And I'll just give you the dirty truth about Twitch. To get partnered, one of the requirements, and I'll get this right off the site here itself, which is going to require me to go look this up live because I am an idiot and refuse to actually look this up. I refuse to pre-plan. To qualify as a Twitch partner, we look for average concurrent viewership of 500 plus, not just a one-time peak. Regular broadcast schedule of at least 3 times a week, which I do. Content that conforms to our terms and service and DMCA guidelines, which I do. Minimum broadcast requirements are a general guideline. Exceptions are handled by a case-by-case basis. We're always excited by broadcasters we are always excited by broadcasters who stream unique games. Now, that's the requirements for those who are on Twitch. If you're a newcomer to Twitch, average videos per view, 15,000 plus, subscribers, 10,000 plus, and content that conforms, blah, 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 blah. Let's be honest, those are the standards for YouTube. So that's our goal right now. 500 concurrent. This basically adds up to, now granted it doesn't say over what time period. Now I'll be blunt. If I apply right now, I'm not going to get it. There's no way. Just no way. Zenful said he tried to apply, and they told him 5,000 views a month. My views for life are currently, 4,901. So Over the course of 11 months, I haven't even hit 5,000 a month. I haven't even hit 5,000 total. So, I mean, that's the goal. The goal is to get the viewership up. So, basically what this boils down to is, first off, although my admittedly somewhat lame attempts at fundraising, granted my pride kind of got in the way. Darndest thing. I mean, it didn't pan out. We didn't even get close. We didn't even get to... I think we got to 1% of what the IRS wants to shoot me in the foot for, total. But I'm still grateful. Because I'll be perfectly honest. Day one, I expected to find no one. When I first fired up and played Quiplash 1, no face cam, just me and my tape mic over here, just streaming Quiplash, I expected to get no one. That was my expectation. And we're still a thing. This is still a thing. So already we've exceeded my expectations, but my expectations admittedly were low. What I guess I'm saying is, first off, thank you. Thank you, everyone. For those who tipped, for the one guy who subscribed for a month, and to everyone who watched, thank you. And hopefully down the road, we can make something amazing happen. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll make something amazing happen. Whether it be getting that beautiful purple sub button, or who knows, making the next dankest meme. But before I go, I do want to announce some changes, which I can't show you because the OBS is broken. So, rip. I'm gonna make these changes now, because, no, I can't make these changes now, because I can't edit these. Anyway, to the subscriber system. Here's what I'm going to start off doing. First off, any subscribers at any tier, including the minor supporter tier at $2.49, you will be showing up on the end page, the Happy Trails page. Your name will be listed there as a subscriber, as long as you are a subscriber. Because I show support to everyone who tips. It's only fair the subscribers also get that shout out. They deserve it. In addition, I'm going to be doubling the Falco bucks across the board. So $2.49 will get you the 10,000. That will get you the highest tier Revlo award, or give you a very good shot at the, I take that back. I'm going to keep the Falco bucks where they are, now that I think about it. Because I don't want the giveaways to be a whoever pays me the most sort of thing. I lied. This is live. The Falco bucks are going to remain the same. So it's still going to be 5,000 at the $2.49 tier, and then doubling each tier. So $5, 10,000, $7.50, 20,000, $10, 40,000. Then of course $5 is the Discord support role gets you access to the VIP room. And then $7.50 and $10 gets you the I forgot what color. I think it's the purple name in the Discord chat. And then $10, I don't think I ever announced it, but the $10 tier, you do get your own custom bot command during the time you are subscribed. And that can say virtually anything you want. I will still say virtually, most likely. I can't think of a scenario that I'd say no to, but I'm still going to leave it open on the off chance that it's something I don't approve of. So, I guess that concludes my announcements. So, if you're just scrolling to the end now just to figure out what I all said, that you didn't want to sit through 20 minutes of me rambling aimlessly, 21 minutes rambling, here's basically what it boils down to. I'm going to keep streaming. That's not going to change. Not in the near future, anyway. My IRS problems are now being dealt with, but my own life savings are now in a massive hole. Nowhere near as bad as I was expecting, but still a massive hole. And then we're going to keep adding to the various features of the Twitch streaming. And probably down the road, I think I really should do kind of a comedy spoof how to Twitch sort of series, because there's all sorts of little this and that's I've learned from other Twitch streamers, like the etiquette for Twitch rating, the unofficial unwritten rules of Twitch chat, and other such stuff like that. So yeah, it's long enough. I guess I'll give the usual outro. I think it definitely does deserve that. I originally came in thinking I was only going to talk for like 5 minutes, and then I wasn't going to, so I didn't fire up the soundboard, but it's going now. So, in any case, that's going to do it for me. And like I said, thank you so much for watching me wherever it may be. But I can't stress it enough. If you really want to support me as much as you can, watch on Twitch.